on, guys? We're back in Forza Horizon 3 doing another Forzathon event. This time we are doing the Outback field trip, and more specifically, we are focusing on Flashlight Start. We just need to complete a street race, and then we can unlock the Porsche Carrera Gt. Now, the awesome thing about this Forzathon is it's available for the whole weekend, so all of you guys can go and get this car, so that's really awesome. So if you can't play today, you can play over the whole weekend. It's awesome. Anyway, so we just need to complete a street race. We don't even need to win it. I don't know if Midnight Battles count. Anyways, I'm doing a street race. Okay, that was not the smartest idea. I brought a Bentley, and we're racing against Koenigsegg's, McLaren. I think that's a Lambo on the side. I don't got my trigger fingers on. God damn it. All right, well, it's a good thing we don't need to win. I don't know what's in this Bentley, but it's pretty quick. Man, you know what I'd really like out of Horizon 3, though? Unextended, like, almost like a single-player DLC/expansion, but that was specifically in the Australian world, just like more midnight battles, more barn finds, things like that to go and find. I feel like that'd be so cool, like just freshen up the map again with some new races, because let's be honest, bucket list blueprint doesn't do it. So we're 50% of the way through, and somehow I'm actually in 7th place, sticking with a Koenigsegg. Okay, 3 1/4. Yeah, probably not gonna stick with the Koenigsegg through there. No, there he goes. Goodbye, buddy. Maybe there will be, like, a massive crash up here. Oh, there was a pretty big crash. Koenigsegg wrecked into a traffic car. Oh, man, the Zenvo. Yeah, there's someone also over there. Wow, people are actually crashing. Oh, there goes the Zen. Oh, my God, there's someone else crashed. I finished 5th. I mean, the Zenvo, if the Zenvo didn't get me, I would have got 4th. Damn, there were so many people who just wrecked. Flashlight Start, there you go, 1% of people have it. There it is. Win the Porsche Carrera GT. Again, as per always, if you're not even a fan of this car and you don't think you're gonna drive it around, it's worth it to do one race and then just chuck the thing up on the auction house. I know, like, you can make some pretty good money that way. All right, so where's the Porsche Carrera GT gonna be? Let's see it. Oh, I see it. It's right there. Oh, we've also got that. I never made a video on that, but that's cool as well. Anyways, Porsche Carrera GT from 2003. It's S1 class, so that's really good. So you could probably upgrade it to the top of S1 class. Be super competitive there, and if you wanted to go into S2 class. Anyways, it's got 605 horsepower stock, 435 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 3,200 pounds. So let's drive this thing stock for a little bit, and then we can go back and do some upgrades. So let's find ourselves a nice little, like, point-to-point race. This race looks okay, right around here. I just keep trying to find, like, new races to do. It's like, it's quite difficult. Like I was just saying, the blueprint things are useless, right? Anyways, this thing is truly a freaking legend. I know Mr. Doug made a video on this thing a little while ago and explaining why it's almost like the last of the, like, true raw supercars almost. It's like, it's manual, it's stick, it's monstrous. Just look at the freaking thing. It's crazy. It feels like a race car, and it's a road car. All right, so let's do, hello. Hey, some people have made it out in the Carrera GT. Sweet. All right, let's do it. All right, so hopefully some people have brought out some Carreras. As I'm saying that, of course, there's a Corvette there. I didn't know Raymond was in this lobby. Overall, I mean, the majority is Carrera GTs, I think. Someone's brought my car. Why have you brought my car? Oh, shit, I've also got pole. All right, do not let the Carrera GTs down. Let's freaking go, buddy. Point-to-point race in this thing. Here's my favorite part about this. Even though it has 600 horsepower, it doesn't spin up its wheels like every single corner. Like, look at that! That sound is also insane. As soon as we get up to like 9,000 RPM, holy crap, it does make a noise. It is so nice to drive this thing. It's just like so planted, so stuck to the ground. It's like, yeah, I can swing the tail out, but it's not like, it's not out of control. Also, no one's around me at all. I'm just like racing all by myself. There! As soon as you hit 9,000. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah! Oh, it's so good! Oh, what a sound. Alright. Well, there we go. Race number 1 completed. That's an awesome car, man. Such an awesome car. I have a feeling some other Carrera GTs in the lobby might disagree with me. I'm looking at you two guys in 9th and 10th. who are at 78%. Good job. How old is this car? It's from 2003. Is that like 15 years old now? That's crazy. A car that's 15 years old still looks pretty damn good. I mean, it is dated for sure, but 15 years old, of course. But it's so good to drive, man. I sort of want to see what's available for the upgrades, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to upgrade it because it's just so freaking good. All right, so let's go upgrade it. Let's do it. To be honest, I don't even know if I'm actually gonna do any upgrades. I sort of just want to see what's available and see what we can do to it because I kind of really like the way this car is driven. All right, so upgrades, custom upgrades. Let's see what's available for like aerodynamics and stuff. So we could put a front splitter and a rear wing, I'd imagine. Yep, that's a wing on a wing. Looks good as always. Can we do some engine swaps? Oh my God, we can engine swap. So that's a 4.6 V8 hybrid. That's going to be the engine from the 918 you could swap into a Carrera GT. That would actually be really interesting. What's better, a Carrera GT or a 918? So I'll allow myself to do any upgrades to this to try to make it exactly the same class as a 918. So let's get some twin turbos on here. All right. Do we want to make it all-wheel drive? Yeah, I will. Just because we're going to be adding so much power in this thing, I'm going to want the extra like grip basically. Wow, and it's on the equivalent of street tire. Good. Look how high up it is as well. It's like it's jacked up really high. You know what I want to try for this car? I want to try something. All right, let's lower the That's low? That's low. That's as low as it will go. Look at that front wheel gap. That would not test the Mighty Car Mod's, like, shoe test. And then I guess we will get some more power in this thing. I obviously don't want to swap engines because I don't want this just to be a Carrera GT, like, shell with a 918 underneath it. I don't really want that. That is 1,200 horsepower now. Nearly 1,300 horsepower out of this. Yeah, it's not going to be any slouch. That's for sure. All right, so tuning, first of all, I guess lower the tire pressure. Secondly, lower those frickin' springs down. Wow, we can lower it over an inch. There we go. We'll pass the Mighty Car Mod's shoe test now. Yeah, look how much better that looks. Slammed out. Oh, man. It's really low, though, now. Like, it's almost too low. Like, look at that. That looks mean. Oh, man. Look at that frickin' car. Holy shit, I'm in love. Oh, matte black's pretty cool, too. We can go carbon. Oh, okay, carbon it is. Carbon's so sick. Oh, my God, it's so cool. I don't know if I'm the only one who think that's so cool. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, so I know I came in here and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to upgrade it. And then I ended up putting like 1,300 horsepower in the freaking thing. I want to compare it against the 918, and then what I'll say is I'll probably come back and make this thing stock. Yeah. I mean, actually, I would probably just do things like, I would give it grippier tires, because grippier tires is always good. I would lower the thing down, that's for sure. And then I would also... What else would I do? I don't know. All right, well, let's go here. Rainforest Grand Sprint. Yo, what up, boys? Yo, look at all the Carreras. Holy crap. I don't know how many there are in the world, but that's a lot of them. That's a Carrera GT as well. That looks really good in blue. Yeah. All right, so let's go start this race. Oh, my God, it is fast. This thing is fast. That fast is an understatement for this. I think it's also going to be quite usable. I feel like it's still going to be pretty maneuverable. I mean, but we'll see with this race. Fingers crossed someone actually brought a 918. I don't see any. Yeah, I think everyone... Yep. All right. Well, we wanted to compare it against the 918. Oh, well. Like, I'm sorry, but if yours is gray, it's a bit boring. Like, the only problem with them is, like, they are sort of businessman gray. Oh, it does get a bit of understeer, though, now that we've made it all-wheel drive. Wow, look at these three guys battling it out hard between each other. Make that two. Wow, look at that wheel-to-wheel for them. There's going to be a big crash here, I'm telling you. Well, they're in the thing. All right, well, I'm winning now. Never mind. Yeah, so it definitely does get some understeer now that we've made it all-wheel drive. I wouldn't say... Oh, for God's sake. I wouldn't say we've made the car worse, but it was more enjoyable to drive stock. Just, like, look how it takes the corners. It's so smooth and so planted. He says as he runs wide, a bit of understeer, too fast through the corner. bumping off the wall. That's how you slow down quickly. I love the interior too, how it's like very old-fashioned, but at the same time, it's just so sick. I've actually seen one of these things in real life, and when you do see it, you definitely do stop for a second. It's just like, there's something about this car that just has some like aura almost around it. It's just like, oh. All right, so the world's sloppiest race for me ever, but somehow I'm finishing second place. Okay, well, game froze, but okay, good. We finished second place. I don't even know when we overtook people after my enormous crash, but there you go. Oh, look at the car. Thanks, bro. I think I've got a new favorite car. Oh, man. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to head back to the auto show and remove a lot of the upgrades because I don't like the way this thing drives right now. And let's just click reset to default. Here's the only thing I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna toss on the cool race tire compound because that makes it look really awesome. Also just gonna toss on some HREs. I wasn't actually a big fan of the wheels that I had on here before. So let's just toss on, I guess, something cool. Other than that, I mean, I'm trying to make this thing almost like realistic. Something like you would actually drive. So maybe just toss a little exhaust system on there and maybe an intake. Just before we head out, I'll leave the tire pressure where it is, and then just here, I'm just gonna slam it back down. It looked way too mean. Just slammed down in the carbon black with those black rims with the little red line around it. All right, so shall we go and do one more race now with my realistically built Carrera GT? I think we shall. Let's head over into the city and back out. Yeah, sure. All right, here we go. Now we've got some 918s out here. However, they're both X-Class, and I've slowed my Carrera GT down. This might not go well for me, but I'm going to enjoy the drive. And that's what I think is most important about this thing right now. I totally could have turned it into a monstrous race car, put a rear wing on the back, front splitter on the front, and just gone crazy with it like that. But I feel like I've built one hell of a cool car that at the same time is still pretty damn drivable. It's like, look at all these guys bumping into every single wall. I'm just doing my thing. Like, look, Alan's car up there has basically 100 more PI than I do. And he's not running that far. It's just like, with so much horsepower, just relying on the horsepower to get around. I mean, I guess that's sort of why I like Lotus so much. It's just add lightness. It is such a freaking pleasure, though, to drive this car around. It's just so smooth, so easy to drive, and it's just quick. Like, look at him! He's having so many... He's crashed into a house now. Good job. Alright, if you could not push me into a tree, though, that'd be great. Alright, 20%. I may have stuffed it up at the end a bit. I was doing well. That, right there. Flames spitting out the back. This color. That, like, ride height. Everything about it. Love it. Well, yeah, the 918s won. But, I mean, no one cares about that. I had a really pleasant drive until the tree happened, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. There is the Carrera GT, how you can unlock it, and I mean, if you're not interested in it, just go sell the thing, make a dollar or two on the auction house. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe down below for more videos like this in your subscription box, and I'll see you, I guess, tomorrow with a pretty cool Forza Horizon 3 challenge. So I'll see you then. Bye, guys!